Glammers, I'm Lanie, and today we're gonna be doing this very fun spring and summer look using our LiveGlam and Let's Do Makeup Shadow Me palette. There are so many shades in this palette, you can create endless looks. I decided on this one today. It's very hard to decide because there's so many different directions you can go in, but you have 10 shades to choose from. If you wanna see how to get this look, then keep watching. You guys, so I'm gonna start with Kangaroo, which is the best transition shade. I pretty much start every look with this shade. And I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush. This is the ME22 from Morphe. And I'm going to put that all over my crease. And it's a very nice light shade just to kind of get a nice transition to whatever color you add next. I also bring it all the way in to the inner corner of my eye because I am gonna cut the crease later, so it just adds more dimension. So now that that's on there, I'm gonna grab Angel Baby, which is like a brick red, this matte one right here. And I'm gonna go in with a smaller, more detailed brush and layer that on top. This shade is super pigmented, so you only need a little bit. And I kind of start dragging it in towards my lid and then bringing it up in the crease. And I also drag that towards the inner corner too. So I always like to use at least 2 shades in the crease because it adds a nice blend and a lot of dimension. This doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna add some more shades on top. So you just kind of want to have a nice blend down. And don't worry about the outer corner. You can always clean it up with a makeup wipe or concealer after. So you don't have to worry too much about this part. The cameraman is also learning how to do this. Okay, now for the fun, we're gonna go into What Do You Mean, which is one of my favorite shades from this palette. It's this blue, you can't miss it. This is so pigmented, it's such a stunning blue and it's so like buttery smooth. So we are gonna take a flat shader brush and pack that on to the outer corner. Okay, so now we're just gonna blend it out a little bit. We are gonna go back in with the shade later to make it pop again. But that is good for now. So now we're gonna cut the crease. I just take a concealer. You can take any concealer you like. And what I do is I add like 2 dots and then I look up and it creates the line already for you so you don't even have to guess. And then I just grab like a flat brush and start blending that out and creating the cut crease. And this also doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna add a shade on top, but you just kind of wanna have a base down so that you can really make it pop. Now we're gonna dive into some shimmers. So I'm gonna take Girls Night, which is this really pretty pink shimmery shade. It kind of has like some purple shimmers in it too. And we're gonna pack that on top of where we put the concealer. And then I'm gonna switch to a smaller smudger brush. This is the ME53. It's really tiny. And so with this, I'm just gonna get right in these edges here. Make it nice and defined. Okay, now we're gonna dip back into the blue and start packing that on again over top. As you can see, it's like super bright, so it'll come back. And then we're also gonna blend that into the pink for a nice transition. And what I like about this is that when you blend in the blue with the pink, it kind of creates this really cool purple in the center. You guys can see it. It's kind of like an iridescent purple. It looks really cool. And create that V again. So dragging it and then blending it out. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the blue and drag it more towards the inner corner above Girls Night. Kind of just ties everything together. All right, so now we're gonna do lashes. Take a small detail brush. It's so pretty. I love the shade. And I just pack that on my waterline. This is gonna be a really cute shot. Okay, then I'm gonna grab Kangaroo again, which is that first transition shade we used, and just drag a little bit under that blue. And then we're gonna add a hello to the inner corner as our like inner corner highlight. And I'm also gonna add that to my brow bone. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of liquid eyeliner All right, you guys, so now we're gonna complete the rest of the face now that the eyes are done. So I'm just gonna touch up my concealer, add some bronzer, blush, and highlight. All right, now I'm gonna apply some powder, and we're just gonna bake a little bit. I know I look like a ghost right now, but we will be adding bronzer. Don't worry, everybody. Bronzing time. Just gonna go in the cheeks. I just go in circular motions. I don't really like to contour. I just like to bronze. But it kind of does the same thing. Bring it down to the jawline too. Make sure everything matches. There's nothing worse than having like that foundation line. So you always want to bring it all the way down to your neck. And then I'm just gonna wipe off that excess powder. Now we're just gonna add some blush to make me look nice and youthful and happy and ready for the day. So I'm gonna add a pink blush. Just put a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. I like to start lightly and then build it up, because once you have on too much blush, it can get a little crazy and clown-like. So you just wanna start with a light hand and then build it up. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the Let's Do Makeup palette, and we're gonna take a Hello, which is the shade I use for my inner corner and my brow bone. I'm also gonna use that as my highlight. It's the most gorgeous highlight color ever for any skin tone. So I'm gonna grab my Morphe M501. Such a pretty color. It's like a champagne, sparkly, beautiful color. Okay, and then a little bit down my nose. Look at that highlight, it's so cute. And then my Cupid's bow. Okay guys, moving on to the lips, I'm just gonna start with a nude lip liner, and then we're going to do a gloss. All right, now that we have our base down, I'm gonna grab one of my favorite lippies ever. This is from our May 2019 collection, from the Unicorn collection, and this is Unicorn Wishes. And I'm just gonna apply that over top. Final inspection, I think we're good. Cue Glam. Okay guys, now it's your turn. We wanna see all the beautiful looks you guys create using this palette. So make sure to tag us on Instagram at liveglam.co and hashtag liveglamfam so we can see them. Also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The button is on one of these sides so you don't miss any of our videos, and stay glam. Mwah.